When such a early snap will take place in Turkey doesn't depend on CHP. That's what I have said. I don't believe also AKP wants this because of the economic situation in Turkey. It's not there now in their favor. But when it can happen, there are only a couple of things that we should be caring in Turkey. Look at this. And in this program, we want to discuss about this. And these are the civil institutions in Turkey. Labor force, unions, student unions, lawyer unions, miners, transportation unions, if they are going to come together and going to insist that there should be an early snap elections because the economy is bad, the laws are not good enough, there is no fair in the tenders, and the governance is not good, the administration is not fair, and all these things will be said loudly by these unions, and of course, on the way then, and there shall be snap elections. Even Erdogan cannot resist this. But the problem is, at this moment, CHP doesn't put any pressure on these civil institutions, and as long as it doesn't put any pressure on that, the things that you have been reading on the news or the social media are only just blah blah blah. It's just a show. It's just to keep the tense between two parties on the high alert level, as much as you are on the public, and before the public, your popularity also will increase. These are the very simple and basic things that those both parties have been doing at this moment. So if you ask me if JP is serious about the early elections or not, at this moment I can't say that. So when it might happen, according to the members of the parliaments, rules and legislations within the Parliament of Turkey, after 2.5 years later, or after 1 or 2 years later, I cannot remember, but they will have their own rights to retire, let's say. And this will end by March, I think 2 years, and it will end by March 2026. And after that the members will only raise their hands and might ask even approve and say yes to the early elections, and before that they will not say this. What does mean? What I'm saying is the parliament members, once they have their rights granted, which will be only applicable by beginning of 2026, only and only then they are going to have their retirement salary lifetime. This is how the parliament works in Turkey. And before that they will not even vote for it. So what does it mean? It means that any early elections brought to a parliament before 2026, neither of the parties' new parliamentarians will vote for it, but that's granted. That means that it will not be even approved by CHP. So CHP, unless you see any pressure on the civil institutions, there is no way that the AKP will go for early snap elections. And so for time being, we see no pressure from CHP to civil institutions, which means that CHP is not really serious about this. And once we see, and only once we see that CHP puts in pressure on the civil institutions to organize them, to help them demanding for the early snap elections, and then we can talk about the dates, not before. And this will not happen before the new year for sure. And let's see what will happen. Okay? Keep in tune, and we will keep in touch. Bye.